Every time I use this, I have to huff it, basically. Like, it's so freaking good. It is so good. It's so good. Like, get in my veins. It's amazing. And it was literally looked better. And I was like, OMG, my life is going to be changed. I can tell. Because you know, glitter is like that ex that won't get over it, won't move on, holds tight. And you're like, can you get out of here? Glitter is that. Hey you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing another best of 2022. So we're doing best of clean beauty in 2022, but we're focusing on new categories, not just makeup. So we're doing skincare, body care, and hair care. And I have a bunch of fun stuff I discovered this year, but I also have a bunch that carried over from last year. And that is still like my favorite. That's how you know something's good. Something's real good when it carries over year to year. So I'm so excited to get into this video. I just want to kind of jump in. I don't want this video to be super long, but like as I say it, I feel like it's going to be super long. So grab a snack, grab something before we get into the full video. And also I would love to know what you're looking forward to in 2023, or let me know what were your highlights, like the best things in your life or your favorite things in 2022. Please let me know down below. And yeah, just want to jump in and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the best of clean beauty 2022. Okay, so first let's talk about how I remove my makeup, because that's part of my skincare routine. I remove my makeup with this. This is the face halo. This is great. So what I do, you take it. This is just a round fluffy disc. I wouldn't really call it, it's a circle. And then you wet it. Let me demonstrate. You wet it, and then you take it and you wipe off your makeup. And it really truly is the best at removing makeup. It's like it's wild. It is so good at removing makeup. It removes glitter, and glitter is the worst. Glitter sticks to everything. Glitter will, it never goes away. It never moves on from your face. Like I feel like once I use glitter, which is like not that often, but like for events, the holidays or whatever, this is really, or even weddings at times, this is really good for that. As you know, glitter is like that ex that won't get over it, won't move on, holds tight. And you're like, can you get out of here? Glitter is that. And this is great for removing that. Removes makeup really easily. And then you can wash this by hand, but I actually just stick it in my washing machine, and it's great. And again, it's reusable, which is really nice. Next, let's move on to face washes. So there are a bunch of good face washes out there. What I look for is something that helps with bacteria, and because I'm really sweaty, especially like at night, I sweat a lot. So I feel like I always want to make sure like I'm cleaning my face really well with something that's just gonna remove bacteria or help keep bacteria at bay, and isn't very stripping of my skin, especially when it's cold out. So this is great. The Body Shop Tea Tree wash is great. I love this stuff. I wash my face with it. I actually wash my face in the shower, just because, you know, when you wash your face by the sink and then all the water drips off your arms and then it looks like a dog came out of the wash and just shook. It's nice to wash your face in the shower just to avoid that. So I really like this. It's not stripping again. It makes my face feel really clean, but I don't feel tight afterwards, which is really nice. Like there's nothing worse than face creams or face washes that make your skin feel tight, especially right now when it's cold out. I really enjoy this. This was also a favorite last year. It's still a favorite this year. Holding on strong, and it's so good. So next I want to talk about how I kind of hydrate and moisturize and all of that. So I've used a bunch of different face creams throughout the year, and I like a bunch, but there's one that has been tried and true, that's been repeated in, you know, favorites, that is just overall like a year-round best, and it is this one. So this is from First Aid Beauty, and this is their, what is it, Ultra Repair firming collagen cream, and I really enjoy that. I also really enjoy their Ultra Repair cream, but that's a little bit thicker. This is so hydrating. So this is actually like my fourth one this year, and I'm so happy I got a new one because there's nothing worse. Is there anything worse? Tell me down below. Is there anything worse than running out of face cream? This is so good. It sinks into the skin. It sits well underneath makeup. It isn't unbelievably thick, but it is so hydrating. And I'm one of those people that like needs to feel hydrated. I don't like those face creams that kind of just sink into the skin right away and like disappear. I want to know that my face cream is working for me. You know what I mean? This is so good. I'm truly obsessed with it, and it is oh, it's just so good. And right now, where my skin is like super dehydrated, this is a really, really nice product. It also mixes with oil as well. Sometimes I'll do a couple pumps of oil, a couple drops of oil, whatever, mix it in and put it on my face when I need extra hydration. It's just so good. I'm obsessed with it. Next, let's go eye cream, another First Aid Beauty. I actually have to order another one of these. Their hydrating eye cream. This is really, really good. It has hyaluronic acid in it, and it smells, I swear, slightly like a hint, like you walked past a cucumber field. It has a touch of like cucumber scent to it, and I don't know if it's just me, because I feel like in the description it doesn't say that it smells like cucumber, so it might just be my brain, but this is really good. I just put a little bit on my finger, and then I will go like this and just tap it in until it like sinks right in. It's so good, keeps my under eyes really hydrated, but it isn't doing too much, because sometimes eye creams can do too much, especially when you're doing like a full beat, a full face of makeup. You don't want something that's too much. I will say sometimes there are days where I will take this, if I forgot my eye cream, or I'm just feeling like I want something different under my eyes, I'll take this face cream, and once I'm done putting it on my face, I will take a little and put it under my eyes, and I don't get milia from it or anything like that. This face cream is great, but for under the eyes as well as all over the face, but this eye cream is really, really good, and I enjoy it. Next, let's go on to sunscreen. So there's one sunscreen this year that I repurchased 1,000 times, and I've recommended this to people, and it's so good. There's only one downside, and it has nothing to do with the product. It has to do with the packaging. So let's get into it. So this is the K-Skin, what is this called? The Isle Glow Face Lotion SPF 45, and this is a beautiful product. The only downside, I'm going to say it right now, with the packaging is that the letters kind of come off, which it doesn't personally bother me, but I do know that bothers people. So just something to note, the writing does come off on this. And the same thing with this, once it's kind of, you're used it a little bit more, like this is a new container, but it also starts to fade. But this is really good. I enjoy this. This has like, if you like the Super Goop glow screen, you'll probably really enjoy this. It's great. So it has like a sheen to it. Let me just show you. I just pumped. Oh, it's so beautiful. It makes my skin look so plumped up and hydrated, and on days where I don't want to wear makeup, this is just such a nice addition, and it's already on my face, and it just like sinks into the skin. It's just I mean, look at that, look at what it does. It has like a beautiful sheen to it, and I do enjoy it more than I do enjoy glow screen. Can I get it together? I do enjoy it more than I enjoy a glow screen. I just feel like the consistency is a little bit thinner, but this is really good. Glow screen is also a beautiful product. If you haven't used Super Goop glow screen, it's all over TikTok. People love it. It's a great product. I just personally prefer this one better. Okay, next let's move on to treatments. I have a bunch of treatments that I love to use, and it kind of depends on the time of year or what my skin needs. So first, let's get into this. So this is the Glow Recipe. These are the niacinamide dewdrops, and these are great. So you've probably, if you're on social media, if you're on TikTok, you've probably seen a bunch of people talk about this, but this is really, really nice. So this is a product that just gives your skin such a healthy glow. And if you ever see people who just look like they're glowing, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people are using products like this, if not this product. It just gives a beautiful glow. It wears beautifully without makeup, with makeup on top. Some people even wear it on top of makeup. I prefer underneath makeup if I am going to be wearing it that way, but this is a beautiful product. It gives such a beautiful sheen to the skin. It makes you look really like youthful, plumped up. I feel like it has helped my skin, and this is such a nice product to have because it's like a great primer, but it also helps your skin, and that is just jazzy if you ask me. A really, really good product. I don't know if it says it's watermelon, that's what it's called. To me, it doesn't really smell like watermelon, but also I think my nose is broken because I don't know what I'm talking about half the time when it comes to smells. To me, it kind of more smells like a berry smell with like maybe a touch of watermelon, but again, I think my nose is broken, so oh my god, my phone's going off, so let's discount what I'm saying, but it's nice. And the scent isn't too much, but if you aren't like, you don't like scents, this might not be for you, but it's great, and has a slight about attack, if you can see. Let me see if you can see. You see how it has a little bit of tack? Which is nice if you're doing makeup on top of it. I'm a really, really, really big fan. Okay, next, We have another treatment. I actually don't have the product with me right now because I threw out my empty and my new bottles in the mail. But it's a product from Edam. I've mentioned it a lot. And what is it called? It is called the Milk Marvel Dark Spot Serum from Edam. I've done a whole video. I've repurchased it 1,000 times. I literally at one point had like 4. Like I can't, it helps so much. You suffer with really like stubborn hyperpigmentation that just does not seem to want to leave. Again, like just so intense, hanging on for dear life. Like the ex, again, it's like the ex that doesn't want to leave you alone. It does not want to get over it. Like, sweetie, it's over, move on. My hyperpigmentation can be like that. The Edam Milk like dark spot serum is so freaking good. I highly recommend it. I've talked about it a bunch on this channel. I talked about it in my hyperpigmentation video. It is so good. I'm obsessed. And like the dropper is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but like I get all the product out and it's fine. But the dropper can be a little bit annoying, so that's the only thing, but it is so freaking good. I'm a huge fan. Okay, next I have another product that's great for hyperpigmentation, and if you love an AHA or a BHA, I got you. This is the Ole Hendrickson Dewtopia. I've talked about this before. I'm freaking obsessed with this. This is so good. And what does it smell like? It kind of has like a lemon smell. I don't know. It's really, really good. This is great. This is a great AHA product, BHA product where like it just gets rid of that like dead skin layer on your face. It makes your skin look dewy. It makes your skin look shiny. Not shiny in a bad way, but it just makes you glow. This is also one that like if you have mature skin would work for you. This is also a product that will work well for you if you have mature skin. I gave this to my stepmom. Me and my sister gave this to my stepmom for Christmas or something like that. I can't remember what it was, and she loved it and repurchased it. It's really, really good. Gives you a glowing complexion, helps with like if you have any clogged pores, anything like that. This is really, really good. I highly recommend. Next, I have another AHA from Ren Beauty. I love this. So this is their Ready Set Glow Daily AHA. I love this stuff. You just take a cotton pad, pump, and wipe it all over your face. It gets rid of blackheads, clogged pores. It like refreshes the skin. It makes your skin look youthful all the time. It helps us a lot when it's like, for me at least, it helps a lot when my skin is really dehydrated and it's struggling, because it's really hard to make my skin like exfoliate my skin or get rid of that layer of skin easily, but this is gentle enough that this is really good. I know that the Paula's Choice one is really popular right now. There's a bunch that are popular. I personally prefer this. It is light enough that it's not like overdoing it for my skin if I use it every day, and especially if you're using a retinol or tretinoin or something like that, using something that maybe isn't as intense as, let's say, the Paula's Choice, which is a great product, very intense though. This might be a great option. I really, really enjoy this. Next, we're moving on to face masks. So I have 3 that I love. 2 are, I don't think anyone will be surprised with, especially this one. This one's from last year, and this is from Caudalie, and this is they changed the packaging, they kind of changed the name, but this is their instant detox mask. This is really great. I love this. So the packaging was light. I think they changed the packaging of their detox products this year, but it was like a light green. This is their new packaging. I'm obsessed with this. This is so good. Like, clogged pores be gone. This just like pulls everything out of your skin. It makes me feel really, really, I don't know, it doesn't make me feel tight. It makes me feel like my skin is in a good spot every time I use it, especially if I'm getting a breakout or something like that, like when it's my time of the month or something like that. This is really, really good, and it detoxes my skin, which is really what it, like the name is really what it does, and it kind of just pulls everything out, but it isn't a mask that's hard to remove, and I feel like that is really important with clay masks, because clay masks that are hard to remove, why are you gripping onto my skin so much? Why do I have to scrub at my skin for you to remove yourself? This isn't like that. This is really easy to remove, and this is like great. My husband also really enjoys this. Okay, next we have this one from Glow Recipe. So this is their Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore Tight facial mask. This is great. I love this stuff. This is great because it doesn't like dry down. Oh my God. So this supposed to be watermelon? This smells like berries to me too. I think my nose is broken. It's so good. I love this stuff. It like does such a good job of like pulling out stuff that's in my pores and like really making it doesn't make, I don't know how to explain it. Like it makes my skin, like when I'm breaking out or I'm having like a rough skin day, it really helps avoid any more breakouts, but it also helps tone down breakouts. But I'm also feeling like my skin just looks great after using this. It is really good. It isn't like a true like dry down clay mask. And it has like little scrubbies in it, but it's not like so scrubby where you're feeling like you're using St. Ives, you know what I mean? Where it's like scrubbing your skin and you're just cutting the crap out of your skin. And it's like just like scratches that you don't realize are happening. This doesn't do that. It's like a very, very light like exfoliant. You just put it on and you let it do its thing and you remove it. And I use a, what do I call it? A washcloth or something like that to remove it. It's great. Really, really good. Okay, next I have another face mask, and this is one I use when my skin is looking dull or I'm feeling really dehydrated, and this is from Sand and Sky. They actually sent me this one, and this is like not, I haven't used it as much as I have the other ones, but this is like, it's so good. So this is the Australian Emu Apple Super Bounce Mask, and it's so good. They sent me a couple of other items, but this like by far is the standout. I've actually used, if you remember last year, their Australian clay, like their pink clay mask was my favorite of life. It still is my, it's like, I still own it. I still have it, and it's so good. That's one I don't ever want to run out of because it's so freaking good. If you're looking for a different clay mask than this one from Caudalie, the Sand and Sky one is so freaking good, and it's so easy to remove. Obsessed with it. It's so good. But anyways, I digress. This is a really good face mask. It just gives life to my skin. I feel like it hydrates me. I feel like my skin looks really good when I use this. Okay, next we're moving on to face oils, and I have a couple, and I feel like most of them won't surprise you, if not all of them. The Caudalie Detox Oil, they changed their packaging, you guys. I know a lot of you were upset when when their old packaging, I think they were getting rid of their old packaging. You couldn't find it in stock anywhere. It's back in stock, and I believe it's $2 each cheaper because their old one was $50, and I believe this is $48. But anyways, this is so good. The old package was green, like green glass. This is brown glass, and it's a lot smaller, more travel friendly, which is nice. This is so good. So this is so good when I'm having breakouts, right before I get a breakout. When I'm feeling like my skin just needs it, like needs something to avoid a breakout, this is what I use. I grab it all the time. It is so freaking good. This is one product that I don't want to run out of. Like, it's just like, it won't, like if I'm on the last little bit, I always repurchase it because I can't be without it. Like my skin just loves this. And a lot of you also love this. So this is back in stock at Caudalie. I don't believe they're back in stock at Sephora, but this is really, really good. And this is one, I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again just because there's a lot of new people here since last time I told this, but also like maybe you forgot. This is one that like I had a really bad reaction, or not reaction, but I was in the Hamptons. I was reapplying sunscreen all the time. It also might have been a reaction to the sun, sunscreen, sweat, all of that jazz. When I got home, my skin was a bunch of flesh colored bumps. Hate that description, but it's true. Flesh colored bumps everywhere, and I couldn't get rid of them, and I was freaking out, and I ran, and I knew I was gonna have to go to work the next day, and I was like, what am I going to do? Because I don't want to look crazy. A little crazy, fine, but full crazy? I didn't want to. So I ran to Sephora, and I actually bought this Caudalie Detox Oil, and I applied it, like followed all the instructions, applied it, went to bed, and the next morning, you guys, it was gone. All of my acne was gone. Like all the bumps were gone. Like it had flattened, majority, maybe not all of them, but majority were gone. It was truly life-changing, and it has been love ever since. And I think, how many years has it been since then? It was 2014, but it was so freaking good. I believe it was 2014. It doesn't matter. But I've been repurchasing this since then. 2014. It was 2014. Like, this is wild. Wild. Okay, next we have another face oil. This is their Sea Buckthorn cleansing moisturizer, and this is so good. So you can use this as a cleanser. I've done that. I've really enjoyed it. I've also used it as an oil. I've used it on top of face creams. This is so good. It keeps my skin so hydrated, makes my skin look so good. And on days where I'm like crazy dehydrated, pump this into my face cream, and I'm good to go. Like, it just does something. It is so good. This is one that, like, when people discover this and use it, I haven't really found anyone that hasn't loved this. And that's saying something. This is a really good product, and you can buy it all over. I believe that they sell it. They have their own website. They sell it a bunch of different places, but I do believe that they also sell it at Saks. I could be wrong, but this is really, really good. Okay, next. This is the Ella Lou's Beauty Oil. I've repurchased this a few times. This is so freaking good. And this is just such a good product. So I like to use this under my eyes. Take a little bit, tap it under my eyes until it gets a little bit tacky, and it just is so good underneath like concealers and stuff like this. I also like to use it on my face. I like to use it on top of moisturizer. This is just so freaking good. This is also a product that, like, when you need it, it's such a good product to have. I also like to use it on my lips. Maybe I'll use a little bit on my lips because my lips feel a little bit dry. Do a little bit. This is great. I know not everyone would want to put this on their lips, but this is a really good product. I really enjoy it. It's just so good. And it gives me like a nice touch of moisture without being too much. Okay, next we're moving on to body. We are done with face. I'm sorry I talked for 1,000 years. First, let's start with body wash. So this is a new discovery, but this body wash has impressed me beyond. And this is a newer brand for me, but out of all the body washes that I do have, this kind of stood out to me the most. So this is from Iota, and this is their Super Vitamin Body Wash Plus Brightening, and I really enjoy this. This is just so good. Oh, what is the smell? I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. So it is a little liquidy, but it's nice. Like, look at that. And it's just so good. Why am I putting body wash on the back of my hand? It's just so good. It has a very light scent, but it has a little bit of a floral scent to it, which I really enjoy. Remove that from my hand. I don't know why I put body wash on my hand. It's really good. It doesn't strip my skin, especially right now. This is like one of the only body washes that is currently agreeing with my skin, because my skin, I have a little bit of eczema right now, and it's getting a lot worse. I have eczema in general, but like my eczema has been kind of good. But recently we have been having flare-ups, but like on my back and stuff like that. I've been having flare-ups of eczema. I've also been on my butt, everywhere. And this is the only thing that doesn't, like, it doesn't make my skin feel worse or more dry. It just kind of does its thing, keeps me clean, but it isn't doing anything to like irritate my skin. And I've really enjoyed this. And I actually, if you guys haven't checked out Iota, it's like a really interesting brand. And if you go on their website, they have so much information. I really, they're awesome. Highly recommend. Okay, next. No one's shocked. No one is shocked. Cosa Sport deodorant. This is so freaking good. I wear the green the green scent, and I think the green scent is called Serene Clean. The smell, just got on my nose, girl. Oh, it's so good. I'm obsessed with this. This is the only thing that really, truly like keeps my scent at bay. I also know Necessaire has an AHA deodorant. This is better than that one in my opinion. The Necessaire one is good, but the component is better. The scent options are better in my opinion. Like, it's just overall so good. This was a favorite last year. This is a favorite this year. This is so good. And I've recommended this to a ton of people, and they all love it. So highly recommend. They also have an unscented and another scent in a blue package. Really good. Okay, next I have this one. So this is another like product for in the shower. This is from Sand and Sky, and this is their Australian Pink Clay body scrub. The scent is like just so good. If this is a stronger scent, it's not so strong, but it is a little bit of a stronger scent. So if you're sensitive to scents, this might not be for you. But this is a great scrub. I love this. They also have a little spatula that they give you that you kind of dig it out with. But this is so good, and it is just such a good scrub. It isn't too intense. I feel like it doesn't strip my skin. I still feel hydrated after using this, and this is really nice, especially if you get ingrown hairs. I really enjoy this, and this has the same scent as that Australian pink clay mask that I was talking about. I really enjoy this, and this is just a really nice body scrub that isn't too intense. Sometimes body scrubs, it's kind of like, why are you doing this? Why are you so harsh? What have I done to you? Why are you ripping my skin off? This is really nice because it's a gentle scrub. I love a gentle scrub but still does something. This is a gentle scrub that still does something. Next, we're talking about something that truly changed my life. And if you suffer with hyperpigmentation on your body specifically, I got you. Okay, body retinol, and that is from this brand specifically, Versed. This is their Press Restart Gentle Retinol Body Lotion. This is so good. My hyperpigmentation on my body, specifically my back, will last a minimum of 2 years, but the average I would say is like 3 to 4. It lasts so long, and within that time you might still get breakouts from like the gym or whatever, what have you, stress, anxiety, living, and So it's like a constant thing, right? Like, because it doesn't go away quick enough. So you keep getting more and more. It is truly one of the most disrespectful things ever. And this product specifically, I've been testing this for so long. This might be my 5th bottle of this. 5th or 6th maybe. It might be 6th. It doesn't matter. And I've been using this for so long, and I didn't recommend it just yet because I really wanted to see the constant progress. So in my last like favorites video, I mentioned this for the first time finally. This is so good. The first time I used this, actually, like I will never forget this. My husband like put it on my back. I went to bed the next morning, and my back hyperpigmentation was so bad. It was like my entire back, acne breakouts. I didn't even have breakouts anymore, but like it just the hyperpigmentation is so disrespectful. Anyways, I digress. And my back was really bad, and it gets really, really dark. My hyperpigmentation is like as dark as my hair color. It is so freaking disrespectful, especially on my back. And you know how stubborn body acne, like marks, hyperpigmentation is so disrespectful. I put this on my back. My husband put this on my back. I went to bed, and the next morning, I swear to you, there was a difference. Now, it wasn't like the big, really dark ones, but it was those like smaller ones that were like on the lighter side, but still hyperpigmentation is so disrespectful. And it was literally looked better. And I was like, OMG, my life is going to be changed. I can tell. And since then, I've been using this nonstop, testing this nonstop. And I'm telling you, you guys, this is so good. And I think it's like $19 or something like that. $18. Oh my God, it's so it is so good. It is so good. If you have hyperpigmentation, especially on your back, and it like lasts for years and you've been suffering and you don't know what works, this is really good, and this is affordable, and you get a lot of product. I know Paula's Choice also makes one, but it's a smaller container. Okay, next we're gonna go on to a body oil. I've mentioned this a ton on this channel this year, the OSE body oil. It is just so freaking good. The scent is really, really nice. Let me smell it. Oh, it's just like this perfect citrusy scent, and it just sinks into the skin. This is really, really nice. And overall, I also have the Caudalie body oil. I've used so many body oils over time, but this one by far for me right now is just the standout. Specifically, like right now is when I like love to use body oils the most, is like when it's dehydration central and your skin is screaming for help and you're like, I can't help you. She's gonna help you. This is so good. The scent is amazing. The scent is strong. It doesn't linger all day or night or anything like that, but it is strong. I love this. It is so good. And I have friends who use this actually. One specifically was surprised that I hadn't used this until they actually sent me this, and I hadn't used it until then because I had, you know, I like the Caudalie body oil and stuff like that, so I like wasn't thinking, and this is just so good. The Caudalie body oil is also really, really nice if you're looking for a different recommendation besides this. Next we have this body lotion, body serum that is also from the brand Iota, and this is so good, you guys. So if you're a big fan of the Necessaire body serum, but you wanted to have a little bit more substance to it, not substance, but it's like not as thin, this is it. So this is the Iota Super Plant Body Serum, and I'm a huge fan of this. They also sent me this one. This is so good, you guys. Let me just, so I pump it out as like a nice little pumpy thing. I pump it out, and like, it is just, oh my God. It is just so good. It is like such a nice product. It sinks into the skin exactly what you want a serum to do. It sinks right into the skin, and it doesn't, even if you use it on your hands, I know a lot of people don't like the feeling of hand cream. This just sinks right in and hydrates you. It is so, so good. And if you're struggling right now with like how body lotions aren't enough, or you want something that isn't going to be as thick as a body lotion but hydrates like that, this is a really, really good one. I talked about this in my last favorites, and I highly recommend this. This is so freaking good. Body products you always have to test for a while until you kind of recommend, or you know your true feelings, because you kind of want to go through like different, you know, where your skin's at. Might be more hydrated one day than others. This is really good. I highly recommend this. Last and final category, you guys, hair care. So I have a couple tools. I'm going to talk about those last, but first let's talk about a hairbrush. The Dry Bar hairbrush, they might have a few, so I'm gonna link everything to the specific one I'm talking about, but this is so freaking good. This is such a good brush for when my hair is wet. This is also a great hair brush for when it's dry. It gives me Tangle Teaser vibes in terms of how it brushes through my hair when it is wet, but it is not a Tangle Teaser. It is so freaking good. Normally when it comes to brushes that I like to brush my hair with, when it's wet. Sometimes I will repurchase one every year just because I feel like those can kind of fall apart and stuff like that, but this one just isn't. It's so good. I love it. I mean, my gosh, my dog is so loud right now. Can you hear her? I let her sit next to me on the couch, and I'm kind of regretting it right now because she's so loud. But anyways, this is so good. I'm obsessed with this hairbrush. I mean, it's a hairbrush. How much can I say? Okay, next I want to talk about scalp care. So I think it's really important to take care of your scalp, and there's a bunch of amazing scalp products out there that work really well. And my favorite over like the past like 5 years truly has been this one from Reverie. This is their cake. This is their new bottle. They had an old bottle before, and this is their restorative scalp tonic, and this is really, really good because it doesn't have, it's not oily, so when I put it in my hair, I rub it in and it kind of dries down. What it doesn't do is leave an oily cast, so this is great for like when I'm doing this and I want to get out the door. I know a lot of people, including myself, have used things like rosemary oil for their scalp, and that's really great for regrowing hair and really getting your hair to look thick and luscious and all of that jazz. I've done that before, but make sure you don't use the rosemary oil by itself, like mix it with something else because that's really, really strong for your scalp. But you know, there's a bunch of scalp serums and stuff people like to use, scalp oils, oh my gosh, my daughter's so loud, that are really great. But this is great because it's not an oil, but it's not a thicker serum, but it also dries down and it doesn't make my hair look oily. So I really enjoy using this, and I've been using this for years and I really enjoy it. And whenever my hair or scalp specifically goes through like phases where like the front is a little bit more sparse, every year, every couple years, that happens to me. It happens everywhere, and especially if you put your hair up, the front just kind of goes a little bit, not bare, but you kind of like, it just doesn't look as luscious, full, if you will, as it normally does, and then it kind of goes back to normal. At least for me, I go through cycles, and this is really, really great. Right now I'm going through a regrow cycle of the front of my hair. Baby hairs were in a tough spot, but that happens every couple years. The front of my hair, my baby hairs kind of go, especially because I put my hair up a lot, kind of go through a tough time. So stuff like this is great for regrowing that, but also keeping your scalp really, really healthy. Next, we're talking about a hair oil. This one, I think if you watch this channel or any favorites video, you know I'm obsessed with it. The JVN Complete Nourishing Shine Drops. The scent, immaculate, amazing, strong but amazing. Like not super strong where it's like whoa too much. Well, not for me, but I think for a lot of people, if scent bothers you, you don't like scent, this is not going to be for you. But it's so good, makes my hair look so good. It sinks right into the hair. It doesn't look super oily. I mean, if you over apply anything, it'll make your hair look oily, but this is so freaking good. I'm obsessed with it. And right now it makes my hair look so good, especially now where it's like dehydration central. Where's the moisture? Where's the moisture? She's not here. She left the building. And this stuff is still going to make your hair look so good, even though we just got off at the train at dehydration central, and we're not getting back on the train of hydration until like freaking April. This is really good. I'm obsessed with it. Really, really good. Okay, next, I think, if anyone that knows me knows I'm obsessed with this. Olaplex 3. This is so good. I'm obsessed with this. I just got this one. This is a new one. I am obsessed. I use it all the time. Especially when my curls, especially when my curl pattern is kind of all over the place. It just keeps my curl pattern in a good spot where it's not like flying all over the place, but it just makes my hair feel really hydrated and really smooth and silky, and it makes it easy to manage. And it's just something I use not every single time I wash my hair, but I will say like multiple times a month I will use something like this. It's so good. Okay, next we're talking about a dry shampoo. I really struggle with dry shampoos because I just feel like they don't do anything a lot of the time. They just don't. But this one's really good. This is from Amika, and this is their Perk Up Dry Shampoo. I've tried literally every dry shampoo in the history of the earth. If you're looking one that's good for brunette hair, the Billy one, they have one that is for brunette hair. That one's great. But that one isn't in a spray. It's a dump out bottle, which kind of makes it harder to use. I don't know if they've changed their component, but this one is really, really great. I love this. This makes my hair... This doesn't make my scalp irritated, but it isn't super heavy. It's like the perfect lightweight consistency, and it makes my hair look clean. And that's all I want. That is all I want. Okay, next we have hair tools, and then we're wrapping it up. So first I want to talk about the straightener that I use, that I've been using for years, and I'm obsessed with it. And it's still as good as it was when I first got it, and that is the GHD Platinum Plus Straightener. I have the white color. This is so good, and I used to have one, like, I used to go for straighteners that would, like, let me pick the temperature, but I have found that this gives me exactly what my hair needs. And it doesn't make my hair get, like, my split ends have been a lot better since I've been using this. It doesn't go too high. My hair's been loving this, and I really feel like my hair's a lot healthier when I'm using this over other straighteners. And this is, it comes with this like little thingy that you could put on top, so when it's like hot, and let's say you have to pack it, let's say you're straightening your hair, you have to pack it in your suitcase. You put this on top and it just makes it so it doesn't burn other things. This is good for also putting on counters and all this stuff. This is really good. I love this. I've talked about this a million times on this channel before, especially my hair videos, but I always talk about this product in my favorites of the whole year, and this is still it. Still the best. Okay, next we're talking about another GHD product. I love GHD, and if you can get their products on sale, they always have like random sales throughout the year. Get them, because I know they are a little bit pricey. But this curling wand, so this is their creative curl, like curling wand, and it's a tapered one, and it's so good. This heats up so fast. Like both of these products heat up unbelievably fast, but this one heats up crazy fast. I love using this. This is one that, like, my curls hold really long. My hair really likes this, and it gives me like the right type of curls, because I don't like curls that are for my everyday, like something that's a little bit more beachy if I am gonna do curls. A lot of the time I'll curl my hair with my straightener, but when I'm using this, I really enjoy this. This is great, and I don't find, and I don't use a girl, if I don't get it together, a glove with this, and I don't find that I have issues like burning myself. I probably jinx myself and I'll burn myself when I do my hair later, like for New Year's or something like that. But I really enjoy this. This is really good. And then lastly, I have blow dryer. Same blower dryer that I mentioned last year, and it is the Dyson blow dryer. Now, the thing that I know, it's unbelievably expensive, and there's a million amazing hair dryers out there that aren't the Dyson. I really enjoy this. I can control the level of heat and the level of wind. This also doesn't catch my hair in it. I always used to struggle with catching my hair in, like, you know how the backs of blow dryers like can kind of grab your hair in it, like it doesn't do that. And this dries my hair so fast, which is what I love about it, because my hair really holds on, like stays wet for so long, and this blow dries it unbelievably fast, and it is so good. And it's not crazy loud. Sometimes blow dryers are just like, why are you screaming at me? Why are blow dryers screaming at me while I'm doing my hair? I feel like I'm in an argument with someone when I'm blow drying my hair sometimes, because it's so freaking loud. This one isn't that loud, which is really nice, especially if you know, live with a bunch of people, and let's say you're doing your hair late at night, or it's in the morning or whatever, and you don't want to disturb the people you live with. It's great. But I do know all these hair tools that I did mention, they are a little bit on the pricey side, but I definitely think that they're worth it. And I would love to know, do you use any of them? Let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for my best clean beauty of 2022, my best skincare, my best body care, my best hair care, and my best tools that I love to use all year, and the ones that really stood out for me the most. I of course have other products that I love, but these are just, I can't stop, won't stop. And yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for my wrap up of 2022. I can't believe the year's over. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.